同學，今次我們將會學習 Review Attendance in Writing Elective Topics 4 Concept Review Attendance in Writing Elective Topics 4 Some students may lack confidence in choosing social issue elective. Let's read a few questions and get prepared for similar themes. Writing Topic 1 Some people in Hong Kong feel that companies in the city do a lot to try and help conserve the environment. Others, however, believe that the companies here are far less green than they could be. Write an editorial for your school newspaper, introducing the issue, stating your opinion on the issue, and giving the arguments that support your point of view. Genre, an editorial. Theme, local companies' role to try and help conserve the environment. Tenses to be used, present tense, present perfect tense, past tense. This is the suggested editorial. Hong Kong companies need to get greener. Many companies in Hong Kong claim that they are very green and that they are always looking for new ways to become greener. In fact, awards have been created by a number of business associations to give to companies in recognition of their efforts. However, the companies' claims are often dishonest. In fact, companies in Hong Kong are far less green than they could be. First of all, many companies think that doing a few simple things means that they are doing a lot to protect the environment. For example, they believe that changing their lighting from regular light bulbs to low-energy light bulbs is a big step. They also believe that raising air conditioning temperatures is another big step. However, it is clear that a substantial amount of the benefits to the environment from these measures is lost when office lights and air conditioning units are left on throughout the night. Another big drain on the environment that is caused by offices is all the machinery. It is evident that offices contain many different types of machines, ranging from computers and fax machines to printers and scanners. Moreover, these machines are kept on 24 hours a day for 7 days a week. Even though they go into sleep mode if someone does not use them, they still waste a lot of energy. The best way to prevent this energy loss is to turn off machines at the end of each working day. However, few, if any, companies ever do this. Finally, offices are notorious for the way they treat paper. It is hardly surprising that printers in offices break down regularly. This is because they are used to print document after document, even though some of these documents will never be read by anyone. The end result is a huge pile of wasted paper. There is no doubt that a lot of this paper is essentially recycling factory. However, recycling wasted paper is still not as good for the environment as not wasting the paper in the first place. It is fair to say that companies in Hong Kong have a long way to go towards truly becoming green. For the sake of the environment, however, it is hoped that they can vastly improve their operating practices very soon. Writing Topic 2 Your friend Simon has been behaving very differently over the last few months. In particular, he is often very tired. When he suddenly dropped his school bag, you notice that there was a plastic bag or strange-looking pill inside it. That has made you worried that Simon may be taking drugs. Write a letter to the school counselor stating that a friend of yours may have a drug problem, giving the reasons why you feel this way and asking the counselor for advice about what you can do to help your friend. Genre, an advice-seeking letter. Theme, asking the counselor for advice about what you can do to help your friend. Tenses to be used, present tense, past tense, present perfect tense, future tense. This is the suggested letter, 12 October 2016. Dear Miss Wong, I'm very concerned that a friend of mine may have a drug problem. There are a number of reasons why I think he may be suffering from this problem. First of all, my friend is usually a very energetic person. In fact, he has always loved playing a variety of different sports. For example, besides being a member of the school's swimming team, he is also a member of the school's football club and basketball club. However, over the last few months, my friend has avoided playing any type of sport completely. In addition, he has been looking extremely tired and seems like he could go to sleep at any minute. Second, my friend has always been very sociable with everyone at school. Therefore, it is no surprise that he is a very popular person. However, his behavior has been very strange recently. Although he is still a good friend, there are times when he suddenly becomes rude for no reason. For example, the other day we were walking home together and laughing about something when he suddenly lost his temper. The person he got angry with was his good friend. He got cross because he asked him if he could help her carry some books. To be honest, I have never seen my friend behave like this towards a friend before. Finally, the main reason why I think my friend may have a drug problem is because I noticed something odd just a few days ago. We were walking to class and he dropped his bag because he was very tired. I quickly picked up the bag to help him, and that's when I noticed a plastic bag with strange-looking pills inside. At first it did not occur to me what they might be, but I now believe they might be the reason why my friend has changed so much over the last few months. I really hope that I am wrong about this situation, Miss Leung. However you think that I may be right, I would really appreciate it if you could give me some helpful advice about what I could do to help my friend. Yours sincerely, Chris Chow. Writing topic 3. You recently read a letter to the editor of the Hong Kong Post, which says that films which contain violence have a negative influence on society. However, you believe these fictional films are just reflecting what happens in the real world. Write a reply to the editor expressing your views. Genre: letter to the editor. Film: defending that fictional films are just reflecting what happens in the real world. Tenses to be used: present tense, present perfect tense, future tense, conditional tense. This is the suggested letter, 5th of July 2015. Dear Editor, I am writing in response to Miss Jenny Leung's letter, published in the Hong Kong Post on 26th of April 2015, which claims that the violence depicted in films nowadays is a direct cause of negative public behavior. While some readers may feel that the arguments Ms. Leung has put forward are compelling, I disagree with her point of view on this issue. Rather than being a direct cause, I believe today's films are more a reflection of how people in society, particularly the bad elements, really behave, and I would like to present the following supporting arguments. According to Ms. Leung, the bombings that happened during the 2013 Boston Marathon likely would not have happened if similar scenes of destruction had not been so frequently depicted in films such as The Dark Knight Rises. While Ms. Leung's argument is based on the idea that the violence shown in these films encourages some individuals to imitate such deplorable actions in real life, the truth of the matter is that terrorist attacks of this nature have existed in realities long before they were ever shown on film. Therefore, in my opinion, it would be fairer to conclude that the stories told in these films mirror the events that happen in real life, rather the other way around. If I were plotting against the government, I would not need to see a film to get any inspiration. Ms. Leung goes on to say that with nearly every action film hero solving problems through the use of guns, it is no surprise that gun violence is worsening in towns and cities globally. The reality is that gun violence is getting out of hand, but primarily in America rather than worldwide. The primary reason for the problem is not films but the gun laws that exist in the US as opposed to many other countries in the world. In the UK, for example, the same violent films are screened as in America, but crimes related to firearms there are still very low because the country has a complicated screening process in place before members of the public can become gun owners. However, the restrictions in the US are far less stringent, and as a result, even ex-convicts can easily obtain guns. In conclusion, I feel that film violence mirrors rather than encourages real-life violence. And to solve this problem, we need to first recognize the root causes of this violence, rather than simply blaming films. Yours faithfully, Chris Wong. Now, do the exercise to test yourself by exercise. Complete the following by writing the letter and ask your tutor or teacher to mark it for you. Suggested answer.